their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the 28-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 72 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 20. Three-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. pass here, middle of the field. The 20, 10, and touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 77 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. We less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
At the 33-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
6-6. Pull it high. Flag. Hey, Delta. Ford is the mic. Ford is the mic. Hey, gun. You mic. Ford is the mic. Squeeze. Here we go. 11. White. Check.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Letting one go deep for the end. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk, 26 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well.
Yellow.
Cousins to throw it this time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former #7 overall pick.
Hey, box truck.
3rd and long for Cousins. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. This is fielded at the 27. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go. Black 80! Let's go. My 40. Dick! Hey, Charlie!
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Hey, gun.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, Echo. I'm coming after you.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing. and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Pettis. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Garoppolo gives to Breida. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 15 for the Niners there, and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Hey, Alpha, you got tight. You got tight right there.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruised?
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
First down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. And an alley to run. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, 33 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This is Breida, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
218, chopper. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Lock, lock, lock.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
My 40, my 40. 2.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game. These days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's Breida. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Coleman now. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, bro, you got the other 20?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Yeah, rematch that. I'm about to get my 10. These niggas slow as hell.
They'll run it with Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
Hey, stay tuned, man. We about to do the rematch, man. Stay your broadcast. We're going to do the rematch, man. He got me this game. I played stupid.
In that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
I lost that 20. That's straight, man. I played stupid. I deserve that. Let me get my money back. Playing for my money. Get my money back. He finna send it back, y'all. Stay tuned. He what was sending back. He got me that game. I'm a gamer though. I'm gonna get it back. Watch. Them niggas was too slow for the Wildcat. They was hitting the hole so slow. Niggas was hitting the hole way too slow, man. I had his offense shut down. Niggas was way too slow.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room.
Let's get them.
And we're just
That's what I like. Back to my team, baby.
Texans get set to match up
with
the
them Cowboys. I don't need them
Ravens.
niggas.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run.
Let's fucking go. Yeah. All right. Let's tune back in, man. Y'all tune back in.
And it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Win my money back.
Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Okay.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
They blitzing.
This time Jackson will throw it.
Ooh, nice one. I seen that.
It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
I threw that.
So
he called the right blitz.
On offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
You see how he jammed his land down? He bring him down so he blitz off the end.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
You gotta personally drag that man over there and put him on the edge so he come off the edge.
The Raven offense set at the line for
this
next
drive.
drive.
Throw a pick. Let me get the ball back. Let me score.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Get out there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And an alley to run. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 9 yards that time on the keeper. Brings up 4th down.
Get this phone off of damn Facebook.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Watson off play action. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey,
now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. The former Longhorn back home, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48.
Hey, 31. Alert. Alert. Convert. 81.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Texans putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Hey, you got three down.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. To throw is Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Ravens on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Hey, this is set. 19. You gonna get this board? You think you gonna get 31? You think you gonna get
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Faking the give. Now Watson. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Back to the air. Watson on second down. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check, go back.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final time as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and goal, here's the option left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. He may try and run for this. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Miller. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.